Hey you guys, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. Today I have my update and my roll up finally for my project level up. And if you don't know about this project plan, this was created by Sophie Alexandra. I will leave her channel below. These consist in you randomly picking out a palette. I use the Tiny Decisions app. That palette I choose if I wanna keep it in the project. You can veto it. And then you have to start to level up the uses. So the first palette was one use of each of the eyeshadows on the palette and one pan. Then the second one, 2 times using each of the eyeshadows of the palette and then hit 2 pans, and that's the game. And you're supposed to get to level 6 or 5 or whichever you choose, and then you have to roll out the palette and switch it up for something new or something else in your collection, so that makes you get more use out of your collection in general. And that was the way that I decided to declutter my Huda Desert Dogs palette. After I used that on this project, I decided that that palette, I was hating on it, so I didn't want it in my collection and I passed it away to my sister-in-law. It's a good project. If you don't really use a palette, or if you don't think that you love it when you're using it, it's a good way to know if you want to declutter it or keep it in your collection knowing that you're not going to use it. So if you want to see this update, which is going to be a short one when it comes to the update, but it's going to be an exciting one because I'm going to choose a new palette, then just keep on watching. Okay, so if you're new to my channel, this is my level 4. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reset the project. Since I didn't film any updates this year and it's already half of the year, I wanna restart this project, and I decided that I wanna restart it yearly. I don't care the level where I'm at. Every December 31st, I will do the finale of it, and then in January, I will restart the project. I think this is a project that I want to keep doing, and it's a project that will help me declutter my collection. So the palette that I had for my last introduction was the ABH Norbina collection palette, and this is the volume 1. This palette, a friend gave it to me, which I'm super grateful for, and she sent me a lot of palettes. She recently sent me more palettes even. I'm gonna show it to you. It's not a palette that I'm gonna declutter. You can see it right here. I've used the black quite a bit. I've used this one, I've used this one, I've used the gold. But honestly, you guys, it's a palette that even though I will not declutter, I will not make myself keep panning for shades, because this is a huge palette. It's not a palette that I can easily put in my everyday makeup bag. And I have a baby, you guys. It's not reasonable for me to leave a palette hanging out anymore, because he will pick on everything and he will grab everything. So if I put it in my drawer, I forget about it. I need to have something that I have more easy access to and that I can put on my makeup bag, which is not a small makeup bag, but it doesn't fit this palette inside of it. So I'm gonna be rolling this out, and I'm not gonna be passing it on to anyone because I truly like it. I feel like it's super pigmented, and it's of course a pigment palette, but I'm gonna roll this one out, and if I get a palette that is this huge, I will put it as a side palette in the project and maybe try and reach for it a couple times, because I don't wanna veto any palettes, but I don't wanna have them to be the main palette in the project, if that makes any sense. I didn't even, because I knew how it was gonna be, I didn't even put the little paper that I put in to count the uses, which I should have done because it will tell you a lot about the palette. But I did use the black a ton. I think it's beautiful black. I did use the browns because those are shades that I tend to reach for. The rest of the shades are harder for me to reach for from this palette, but I wanted to give it a shot. And I know now that it's not the size of palette that I want to keep for this project. Okay, you guys, so now since I'm gonna restart the project, I'm gonna choose one palette, and the goal is gonna be to hit one pan and then use each of the eyeshadows from that palette once. And I'm hoping to get a palette that I haven't used a ton, or a Natasha Denona palette. You guys, I've been wanting to use my Natasha Denona palette collection more. Okay, you guys, so I'm gonna do the roll up on the Tiny Decisions app. Rare Beauty Magnetic Spirit. Okay, this was a gift from my friend, and I actually haven't used that. Let's see the color scheme. I can't even remember the color scheme. I'm gonna grab it from my drawer and I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, so it's this little palette. I don't know if Rare Beauty still has this in their collection. It goes with the theme that I was saying when it comes to size, but this is a colorful palette. You can see it right here. I'm gonna have swatches on the screen and I'm gonna have a close-up. This is basically brand new. I haven't used it. So for me to use each of the eyeshadows once, it's not gonna be hard. And then to hit pan, it's maybe gonna be harder since I truly don't know the formula. But I will do my best to do it quickly. Since I can use one color that I'm thinking, it will be the one as an inner corner highlight and as a brow bone highlight, maybe that way, or as a all over the lid powder, maybe even as a highlighter, I can reach the goal. But I'm not gonna make myself hate the palette. If I don't like it, if I see that it's not gonna be the palette for me, I will roll it out, or I will see if I can pass it on to someone. But so far, I think it's a beautiful and doable palette for one pan. I'm hoping that it takes me a month to do it. So I'm gonna put it on my everyday makeup bag right away, and I'm gonna put the paper so that I can count the amount of times that I use each of the colors. If I surpass the ones I use, that would be great as well. Hola, amore. Hola, saluda. Di hola. Hola. Hola.
Buenas.
¿Qué quieres?
Buenas.
Okay, you guys, so I have my baby with me, but I'm gonna keep filming. So, yeah, this is gonna be the palette. You already know my goal and what I will be doing. ¿Tú hablar? Okay, habla tú. Habla tú. Okay. Okay. Di tú que cuál es tu meta. Okay, you guys, so this is gonna be my palette. This is gonna be my goal, and I'm super excited to be using this palette up. You already probably saw the swatches, which I'm gonna be filming right after I take this one out of the room to play. So yeah, I'm hoping that I can just take a month to do it. But I'm happy that I restarted this project because it's a project that I enjoy so much, and that it helps and that it helps me use my collection up. Remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and also to hit the notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a video. I love you, and I guess I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.